Hello guys, welcome to our channel. This is the fourth video of our playlist in which we show you how to create an online job portal with the help of Django and PyTorch. So, as we showed you in the last video, we went through login page, register page and home page and created the base of it. So, we also gave some errors in the code. We practically put some bugs in the code and saw if you can put in the efforts to debug it and to see if it will work. So I got a good response from you guys, and I really appreciate the efforts of you guys trying to debug it on your own. Many of you did a very good job of debugging it, and it's working for many of you. So now, without wasting any much time, I'll just go and show you what were the errors in the code last time and how we can rectify it. So in the second video, I went through signals.py, this file, but I did not give much explanation about it. So now I will explain what signals is and how we use signal. So suppose we create a user. The moment a user register, his profile, his user is created. A model, a row in the database of user is made, but his profile is not created. And as we have made one-to-one relation between user and profile, as you can see over here, I'll just show it. Uh, User and profile are one-to-one related. So when a user is created, every user should have its profile when the user is created. But this condition does not follow when the user is just created and its profile is not created. So this signals.py will ensure that whenever user is created, his profile is automatically created. So I'll just go through the code. So Django provides me the functionalities for it. So this is post save. So post save will tell me when this profile has to be created. This profile has to be created when the user, an object of user is made. So I'll show you at the rate is a decorator. So I'll just go through it and show you how and what it does. Whenever an object of user is created, after that object is saved, my control goes to this method, create profile. And as it goes to this method, it checks that is the user created. So if it is true, then my profile will also be created of an object whose user is the current instance. So the current instance will be the current user. So this is how the profile is created. And after this is done, the same the control will come over to this method, and this will just save the profile of that user. So in this way we create the user, and at the same time we create his profile also, so that there is no discrepancy in between. So this was the first error which we saw, and the second one which we gave in the was this. So as you can see over here, I have added some lines of code over here. Last time we went through this part of what login view is. So as many of you went through the Django documentation and looked on it on your own, you found the error and you created it. So created it and made the code working again. So I'll just show what it is. So whenever we use the login view, automatically it redirects us to a page. But we don't want to go to the default page. We want to go to the page which we want to. So as you can see over here, login redirect URL. So whenever my login HTML is called, whenever my login, an object of my login class is created, I will go to my home page directly, and nothing else will happen. And login URL, whenever I log out, the next thing I am using, I will see this today. So whenever I log out also, I should come directly to my login page. So I did this for that purpose. I'll show you how it's done and what its practical usage is. So you'll find this were the bugs last time. So many of you solved it on your own, and kudos to you. So now let's proceed and see what we are going to cover today. So today we are going to make an apply page and a post job. So what this both is? So this apply page is nothing but whenever a company posts a job position, this page will just go to it and help us apply to that position. And post job will be the same. A post job will help us post a job. Suppose I'm an HR recruiter. So this will help me post a job for that position. And if I'm a job seeker, this apply page will create the apply page, will show me the apply page where it can apply for the job. So now let's just go into it and see how it's done. So I'll go to my jobseeker.html, as many of the things are over there. So as I showed you last time, this is my jobseeker.html, and here everything related to my homepage will be here. So I'll just go to my navbar.html and I'll just do a few changes right over here so that we can make our process easy. So as you can see over here, I have my href. Href will just redirect me to the URL. So I'll write the URL of my method so that I can go over there. So as you all know how to write this, I'll go ahead and type this out. So before writing, we have to get the name of this method. So where will we get the name of this method? In urls.py. So I have created this. So this is the same as I'm creating this. I have used the path, I gave the path and I gave the method. Here I'm doing the same thing. So there is a slight difference. What is this? So this is how we make our pages dynamic using Django. So this integer pk will be the primary key. Suppose Google has posted a job and I want to apply to that job. So whenever I click on the job description, whenever I click on the link for applying to the job for Google, I should be redirected and my job application should be submitted to Google itself instead of Microsoft. So this integer p key will make sure that it goes to the company which has posted the job instead of somewhere else. So this is how we ensure this. So whenever whichever company's position we apply to, we click on it, so it will automatically redirect us to a page pertaining to that. So this is how we do that. And the second thing is here, post job as view. So as I told you what as view does, whenever we use a class based view, we have to use as view to make it a view. So I did not go through the code yet, but as you can see over here, this post job is a class, and to show this in a view, we are using as view. So now let's go and see how it's done. So as you can see here, the name is apply and here the name is post job. So what I'll do is I came over here and view profile. I don't have a profile yet, so I don't want to do this. I'll post my job. So how do I post my job? I post my job in this way. As you can see over here, I'll write my URL and the name of my method. So I think it was post job. We have to confirm it so that we are sure of it. Okay. So now let's confirm the name. So as you can see, it's post job, and here also it's post job. Okay. So here also it's post job. So now it will work. I hope it will work now. So I'm just opening this and I am running my server. Nothing else. So whoever of you is doing this, I'll just show you one more thing before I run this. So I showed you how the signals are made and what the signals do. So one last step in syncing these signals is that where do we actually sync it? So in our apps.py, we write a method named def ready, and in that def ready we just import this job portal.signals. So job portal is my folder, as you can see, a job portal is my folder and signals is my file where I have all my signals. So this is how we use signals. So now let's come to our topic at hand and see how we execute it. So whenever you do it, just run make migrations and migrate once again, and then make do run server to see your results. So I'll just use run server over here. So going to my application where I can open this. So I'll just post the link and here you go. Here I can see my register page. So I can register a user over here and everything will automatically work out. So suppose this is team. I'll just write this. My password, I'm just giving a dummy password again. And this is also my dummy password. I'll register. Okay, so this already exists. So I'll write T1 and this is how it's done. So as you can see in my crispy, and this front end has also improved. So the reason for improving this front end is because we did this. And we went to settings.py and we just wrote this line crispy template pack and we are using a bootstrap 4. So as we are using bootstrap 4 over here, our template has been better. So I have created a profile for this person and for T1. Let's go in here. So this is my page. As you can see here, I'll just click on post a job. So post a job still does not work. I don't know why. So let's go into it and check why post job still does not work. So, okay, so I did not save it yet. So I think that might be the issue. Let's try it again. Okay, I'm running my server again. So let's see if this works now. So yes, as you can see, this is working now, and I can post my job by using this method. So I just wanted to show you how it works. So now let's get into the code and see what I did to get this result. So as you can see over here, this is a form. So but for creating the form, I hope you know what we do to create a form, as I showed you previously. So here in forms.py, I created this form as post job. So in post job, I just created for fields I wrote all, so that all the fields of my company, all my attributes of my company table, I can take as an input. So this is how my form is made. I hope you remember. Then this form, I link it to this. So apply page and post job. So how do we do it? So we created a form over there, and I think it's pretty much useless. I just showed you how to create a form. So now we are using a class based view. So what is a class based view and how we use it? So in a class basically we create a class, and here we are inheriting from Django's two of Django's default classes. So login required mix in, make sure that anyone who is accessing this class is logged in, and create view helps us to create a view, to create a form, to create anything. If you want to create another page, then you create view. So create view, update view, delete view, these are some of the views that we already have. So for deleting something we use delete view, for creating something we use create view. So here I'm using my model company, the same thing. So this is the power of Django's class-based models. So here I am specifying my company, the model. I am specifying the fields for which I want input. And this success URL is the URL where it will go after it did its job. So I'll come to it afterwards. And this is the template name. So what is the power of this fields of this class? So what will happen over here is in this line of code, I'll get all my functionality of the form, all the validation part, and saving it to database. Everything will happen automatically in just this amount of code. So let's just go and see. So I hope you understood what this is. So template URL is the template where I'll display my form. So here def form valid. Here I'll just see the form.instance. So I'll see the form which I'm using currently. So this is the default value which I'll put, and user cannot change this. So the username of the person will automatically be the user, and the profile of the person will automatically get stored as the profile of the current user, the user who is requesting to fill the form. And here I am I am using the constructor, and then I am using form valid to extend it and inherit it. So as you can see, this is how we create this post job class. And company form.html does not have much in it. It just has this form crispy. This is it. We showed you last time what this does and how it works out. So this is all the code that is required to post a job. The second thing which I have out here for you guys is the apply job. So what will we do for apply page? So for apply page, I'll just go to my URLs again. Instead of going to URLs, let's go to the forms. So I hope you know how we do with the forms. I'm creating a model for the field for the form. I'm using candidates model, and I'm using this field as the input. So after I created this form, this class, I'll go to my views, and then I will create an object of this form. And here I wrote this thing specifically instance equal to request.user.profile. So what this will do is anytime anyone opens this form, some of the default information will already be entered for that user depending on the profile of the user. So suppose there are some profile has the user's resume, and my apply form also has a section where the user has to upload his resume. So his current resume will already be uploaded over there, and he does not have to make any change. So I hope you get it. I'll show you as an example of how it's done and how we do it. So in this company one, I am just getting the company who posted this. So as you can see over here, this is an important part, PK. So what is this PK? I hope in urls.pk py, you remember this int pk. So the company who registered to this, the company who posted this job, his primary key or his id will be the this field. So suppose Google has an id of 1, so 1 will be here, and this one will be passed to my views.py, and I will take this as a parameter. So here 1 will become, and on that basis I will identify the company uniquely. So this is how I will identify which company posted which job offer. And then this is the same as my register part. So what I did is I am checking if the request method is post, then I am using my apply form, and here request.files, here I am uploading images as well as pdf files for resume. So here I am also creating request.files. I am checking if this form is valid. Then if this form is valid, what I am doing is I am saving this form, but I am not committing it. Commit equal to false. And then what I am doing is I this form has some of the values of the attributes filled in. So then I am also manually filling in some of the attributes which the user does not have access to fill, and our Django will fill it from backend automatically. And then this will get saved. Candidates will get saved. Now the next thing and the most important thing which we do here is we are using a many-to-many relationship. So how do we use a many-to-many relationship? So now I will get all the candidates who have the same user ID. I will go through all that candidates, and for all those candidates, I will add this as my company. So the candidate will have this job as the relationship. Suppose I applied to two jobs, Google as well as Microsoft. So by doing this, Google will get added to my attribute in my company. So as we know that candidate and company are linked together by many to many relationship, I will add this company as one of the company where my candidate applied. Then I will just redirect my user to my home page. And if request.method is not post, I will just use this context form, and I will render it again and pass the form once again. So I hope you understood it. And now let's just see how it works out actually. So I still do not have a job. So I'll have to create a job right now. So in the same way, I'll just show you another powerful functionality of Django. It's admin page. So for using an admin page, the biggest thing you can do is you can administer everything as an admin. You have access to all the users. You don't have access to a password, of course, but you have access to all the users who are getting created, the groups, the companies which are registering. Everything is out there, and you can use everything for your as per your requirement. So this is great for someone who is managing the site. So I entered over here. I have my admin super user created. Now I'll show you how to create a super user in just a while, but you need a super user to log into it. So as you can see over here, I'll just add a company manually. So add company. I'll add a company with the profile of admin, Tushar admin. Then I'll write the name as Google. Then SDE description. I'll just write good. Salary. I'll just give some random number. Experience 2 years, and location will be WFH. Okay, so I'll just save this. So my company, so I created a job. So I'll just show you a command on how to create a super user. So this is how you create a super user to access into the admin page. Only a super user can access into an admin page. So let's see how this super user can be created. So yes, so the command for this is Python manage.p manage.py run server, not run server, sorry, create super user. So I'll create another super user just for showing you guys. I'll name this p super. I did not type my email address. I'll just give a password. And so this is how you create a super user, and this super user can go into your admin site. I would encourage you guys to try it out and write in the comment section if something is wrong. So I'll log out from this, and then okay, so I did not run my server again after starting this, so I'm running my server again. So yes, as you can see, I've entered. I'll go again to my home page. So I will have to log in to see my stuff. Tushar, log in. So yes, as you can see over here, I have one thing, and I can see first my first job description over here, and this is everything you can see. It looks pretty good, right? So the next thing I'll do is I have to now use this apply button. I have to link this apply button to my method. So how will I do that? It's very simple, and it will just require one piece of code. So where I'll go is I'll go to my jobseeker.html, and in my job portal jobseeker.html, instead of this pound sign, I'll type here as this. Apply was the name as far as I remember. We have to check it out once again. I I hope apply is the name. So now let's go and check it out if apply is the right name. So yes, apply is the name. So here I am giving this name as apply. I'm saving this, and let's go and check it out. So I'm refreshing my site. Okay, so there's something no reverse found for apply. So okay, yes. So this will debug this error together so that I can show you how we actually do this. So as you can see over here, first we explained this in the for later videos. See in companies. So every company's information will be displayed over here as their entities, as their attributes. So now from where did you ever think from where this integer pk will come from? This integer pk is the ID of the company. So while displaying this integer pk itself, so while displaying the company's job offer itself, we have to also pass its ID to my function. So see, if I write here c.id, then my c.id will get automatically passed to my method as well as to my urls.py, and I will be able to change it. So this c.id will pass my ID of the company to this method which I showed you over here, apply page. And also my URL will get this integer pk as the ID of the company. So now let's go over here and see if this works out now. So yes, it's working, and I click on apply page. So yes, as you can see over here, I can enter my date of birth, I can enter my gender, I can enter my mobile number, and I can choose my file, choose my resume. So yes, this is how we can do it, and I hope you understood it, and we will go to the later part and understand how we can do much more with it. We still didn't teach you how to create the profile, how to see all the jobs, and much more things are remaining. So I hope you like this content, and if you like this content, please like, share, and comment on this video, and do subscribe to our channel as we share such amazing videos on such amazing and unique projects which you will not find anywhere else. Also, as I showed you the relationship model in practical usage, no such other video shows such a relationship model in actual practice in such a great project. So subscribe and hit that bell icon right now, guys. Thank you.